So here we are in Pines. This is the third year I've been fishing this lake, or third season shall I say. I actually blanked last time I came for a 30-hour session with Adam. I was fishing that corner. Mike's decided to take that on this time. He hasn't got his rods out yet. It's a very windy day. Looks like we've missed any rain that was forecast, although you never really know here. But yeah, I've just got my rods out. I'm fishing the weed bed and the far bank at the moment, but I'm also going to fish the pads in the left hand side. But we can see quite a few fish down 3, 4, 5 pegs, so maybe tomorrow morning we can have a stalk for a few fish, but we're just setting up base here. So we're here for 2 days, so we'll keep you posted as to how we get on. So it's 1 PM. Mike's finally set up now. We got here about 11 o'clock and we spent ages looking around the lake. No one else on it. And I'll be honest with you, I think we might regret staying here in one, because there was a lot of fish over peg 5, peg 2, 3. But the wind is coming into this corner, so we thought we'll give it the day here and the night, have a bit of a social, and then tomorrow, if we're struggling, go and find the fish down those later pegs. But no, it is really windy. Tomorrow is sunny with no wind at all, which should be nice, so give us a lot more direction as to where the fish are. But I've had my rods in about an hour, not a sniff as yet. Mike's literally just got his in, so we'll catch up with you a bit later on, hopefully with a fish on the bank. Well, the lads had bleep after bleep. Finally it screened off. I did say there might be some small fish picking at his bait, but yeah, he's finally got one on, and it's without putting a curse on it. It's the first time Mike's had a fish before me, so hopefully I'm going to go and help him out, right in that bottom corner as usual. So good for him. I'm going to help him out and we'll see hopefully on the bank. So here he is. Mick's always struggled at Pines, haven't you? You've never really had a big hit of fish.
No.
Whereas here I am, not a bleep. And it's nice to see Mick into what's hopefully his first of 30 fish. Okay, maybe not 30, but no, it's good to see. His other rod is on that back wall, but it's pinned down, so we're going to leave that in. The fish at the moment's in sort of mid-water territory, which is good. No real obstacles or snags.
It came out of that corner, went right along them reeds.
So yeah, obviously rather than go right in the corner, it's decided to come the other way, which is always a bonus when you fish in the corner. But you were saying, and you'd had like 10 12 just single beeps, but I did say it could be small fish, but they usually help you out by getting the big fish interested. Nice bend in the rod. I don't know what that feels like. Here we go. Here we go. No, not ready yet. Lively little thing, isn't it?
16-1.
16-1. Is that with the net?
That's with the net.
Oh, with the net, yeah. 16-1, good result. Let's get a photo. There you go, first of the session, lovely 16-pound mirror.
So, less than 2 minutes from me having that 16-pounder, Alex's left-hand rod has absolutely shot off. That's gone into the weed bed, but a bit of patience always prevails, doesn't it, Al?
So as you can see, we lost that one, got all the rig back, but you can see how The bait's been absolutely chewed. I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest. Oh, he's Mike in. Is it a drop back? But yeah, I just turned around because my pod completely collapsed, and got a bite. So suddenly the fish are coming on, but yeah, frustrating that one. So Mike's just had a second run, and casted it right into the corner. Really good cast, and it was a drop back bite. But he's saying it feels a bit weird, but it might be caught up in something, Mick. You know, you might be sort of tailgating something. Fish is trying to go right into the side there, which is nothing new, but he's got it back out. There it is, common. Just like Mick himself. There you go. The Pines common, 16.2. That was. So with it all quiet in my swim, very surprisingly actually, it's usually a really good place, but I'm going to try it obviously again later, fish the night over my spots. But I've come here onto peg 2, bought the bear essentials, and I thought I'd try my luck, and I've got one just off that reed there, and then the second one just off this weed bed here, across peg 4, 5, and obviously this is peg 2, so I'm just going to try my luck for a couple of hours, see if I can pull one out, get back in the game, and then go back to my spots tonight, hopefully pull out a couple during the night. But as you can see, Mike is in to fish number 3. He was on the phone, I could hear him on the phone, and then his alarms just screamed off again. So I want to get my rods in, even though it's literally been a minute since I cast them out, and go and give him a hand, and then come back and carry on, I think. There he is. We haven't weighed it yet. Mike's just getting it up, that's nice. Well done, Mick. Probably about 13, 14 that one, I'd say. Just get a couple of photos. So Mike's just had another run from inside the margin, but what is it, Mike? A tench?
Tench?
Oh. One for the books, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not had a tench out of here before. I like tench. A lot of people don't like them, but...
There you go. Right from in the margin.
There was something on.
Nice little bar of gold. The wind's died down a bit. It's about 7:30. It's been an awful day for me. One lost fish and not a sniff since. I don't think the fish are down here, if I'm really honest. I think we're going to have a go up the other end of the lake tomorrow, but Mike's doing alright, he's enjoying himself, and that, I'll tell you what, that's a nice tench, that is.
Nice little tench. Takes me back to when I first started fishing with you, Al.
Yeah, let's get that unhooked and get a little photo, I think. There you go.
Nice little slimy tench.
Nice little bar of gold. Pines bar of gold.
There you
Good
go.
man, get it back in. Get the rods out. And one day, maybe not on this session, one day these things here might actually go off. He's in again. The rod's just screamed off. It's about 10 to 8. I think you can see the fish actually over there. Mike's playing it. There you go. So he's had 3 carp, a tench, and now what looks like another carp. Here he is, another common. Common as muck, this lad. Well done, Mike. Happy days, number 4. Right, I'm going to sort my rods out. I've just pulled my rod out and stuck in weed, and on retrieval it snapped, which is strange. So there he is, Mike's fourth, 16-2.
16-2.
Literally fourth 16 or third 16 in the session. Is it the same fish? Smile. Would you believe it? Number 5 for Mike. Literally just having a chat, and his rod has screened off again. It's the same one he's just had one off, so there's obviously a few fish there. But yeah, this could be 5 for Mike, beating his personal best of 3, and he's only about 8 hours in, 10 hours into his session. Alright, well, take your time.
I'm just slowly walking back.
Now we're due a bigger fish. Whether this is the one, we don't know. But Mike's been having 15, 16 pounders all day. We think it's because the bigger fish are down the other end, without sounding like we're making excuses, but usually when you have so many small fish like we have, or Mike has had today, usually one in, I think, 3 fish at Pines is a 20, so when you're having these mid doubles it usually means that the bigger fish aren't around. Lovely mirror. Alright, he's ready. Yes! Well done, Mike. Well, we think this could be Mike's first 20 of the session. There's a good chance. It certainly felt heavier.
$23.9 new PB.
Is that without the?
It's zeroed.
Is it? Yeah. 23.9 new PB.
New PB.
Well done, son. Buzzing for you.
Buzzing for myself.
Good fish as well. Right, let's get this photographed properly then. So there you go. Mike's PB 23.4, cracking mirror. Just get a closer look at that. Look at that. Beautiful fish. Mike's chuffed a bit. Gonna get a few photos. Get her back. Well done, mate. Cracking fish. How you feeling, PB?
Oh, elated, mate. Absolutely elated.
That's what we come for.
That is what I came for. I didn't think I'd get it on the first day.
So it's 5-0 to Mike. What a great result. Look what gorgeous little thing we found here.
Oh, we got a little friend.
It's come out to play tonight. I just thought to myself, we haven't seen a toad yet. And there it is. So we'll leave him be. A nice sky tonight as the sun goes down. So, 9:30 Monday morning, and what a beautiful morning. Cannot fault the conditions today. Unfortunately, throughout the whole night, I think we had one bleep between us, and that was off my rod, which I wound in this morning, and there was not a bait on there. Hence, obviously, tiny little fish chipping away at it all night. Really surprised me that I haven't even been able to get a run off these two parts of the swim. Really productive. Just had a walk down 6, got all my rods in, had a walk down 6 and 5, and there's a lot of fish there, so obviously in the wrong spot. Makes sense, height of summer, shallower end, more features, more weed, so I'm going to make my way down there. As you can see, I'm going mobile. It's my little mobile van, and I'm going to have a day there, maybe a break in between for some lunch. But Mike, I've just wound his rod in. I'm about to recast that for him, he's still asleep, and it's attached to a branch with a load of mussels on, so that's why, explains why he hasn't had a fish all night. So yeah, very frustrating, but confident that we can get amongst them. There's plenty of ripples around the weed bed this morning, but as I said, not confident that enough fish are there to warrant staying here all day and sitting it out. So I want to go and find them, hopefully, and try and get one on the bank. Catch up with you when I'm in my peg. So here we are on peg 5. As you can see, loads of features to fish to. Pads, weed, the lot. Fish out there cruising. But yeah, both my rods are right over the back here. I've got one there and one near the corner. Not so quiet, but just off those reeds there. And we're going to see what happens in the next few hours. Oh, what a strange session it's turning out to be for me anyway. I've never known it like this. You can hardly see any fish at all. Could be on the bottom. There's one. I don't know whether I can zoom in there. There's one sort of cruising the surface there. Looks a nice fish actually. But yeah, one cruising the surface there. There's a couple right in the corner where you can't fish into the hanging around the reeds. And there's a few over the far back wall, but not seen any of the ghosties, the koi, or anything like that. There's no movement or anything off the usual weed bed there and the back wall. I've just pre-baited the back wall a bit. I'm going to have a little go there in a bit. Mike's not had anything out of the corner of one. So the question is, where are the fish? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to have to go because there's a couple of fish in front of me. I'll give you a call back in a bit. Sorry, no sorry, but I've not seen any all day, so. Alright, lots of love. Love you, bye. So as you can see there, that was the koi. And another fish alongside it. At 2 rod lengths out. Hovering around the weed bed. It's funny that, isn't it? How ironic. I was just saying I haven't seen the koi or anything, and right in front of my eyes it's a rod length out. Well, it appears that I found the fish. You've got a huge mirror slurping and a common as well. He's just gone down. Basically, in that little hole there, you can see my floaters. And the carp just gracefully came up and ate them. Very clever fish. Here he goes. There he goes. There he goes. So I've got some bread on. You can see it's nicely poised there with a few mixes around it. It's taken me 5 minutes to get her set up, so the fish could have gone by now, but certainly going to see if we can catch that one. Well, I'm in, but right through the weed. As you can see there, I'll have to try and battle this one out. With weed intact, we have ourselves a fish. Or I do at last. So, Mike's weighing it for me. What a battle that was. I worked so hard for that fish.
22.5.
22.5, is that with or without the net?
With the net.
With the net?
Yeah.
So it's what, 1912. Happy with that first fish. Off the top, in the margin. Let's get a photo. So well chuffed with that 19-pound common, not the biggest fish in the lake, but worked very hard for it. It took me ages feeding that little spot, and eventually it came up. I nearly got it on camera, but I was too late. But Mike had to help me get it out of the pads in the end. But it came out quite nicely, and yeah, lovely fish. We're just back at peg one now, having a bit of sausage and bacon sandwiches in the shade, or I'm in the shade anyway. But just wanted to take this moment to show you how good Pines is when it's a beautiful sunny day like this. And there's the lake. Most of the fish, I've had a walk round, most of the fish are in the corner of peg 6, literally behind this bush here that you can't see, right in the corner. Hence why we're having a bit of a nightmare catching, but still better than being at work. Beautiful sunny day, and we'll get the rods back out as soon as we've had some food.
So Alex will confirm what time it is. I haven't got a clue, but he's just had a lovely run. What's going on with this? Is that what it is? There we go. He's just had a lovely run on his right hand rod. What was over on the weed, in between the margin and the weeds, it was over there. And yeah, he's in.
Doesn't feel a big fish, but beggars can't be choosers.
He says it doesn't feel a particularly big fish, but then again, a fish is a fish. That's the best noise I've heard all weekend.
It's that mate. That has it.
So I like to just down a bit. There we go. So we've not weighed this one yet. We'll do the weight in a minute. But Alex has had this off in between the far margin and the weed bed.
Yeah.
Beautiful common, absolutely stunning colours on it. Let's get some pictures for him.
Well, whilst we wait for anything to happen, the sheep chilling out by the cars as usual. And nothing is really happening. Plenty of fish now showing. Beautiful evening, but nothing as yet to see the bank in the last few hours. There's a fish right over where Mike's just cast. There he is, sorry.
So it's just coming up to 8 o'clock in the evening, and it's been a real quiet afternoon. Alex has been baiting up the lily pads.
3 days.
Lily pads on that left hand rod, and he's popped it back in there, and after about what, an hour or two, yeah, it's shot off. I'm just going to grab in the net. So Alex's left hand rod went off in the margin by the lily pads. He's had a small mirror. Let me just absolutely covered it.
Get some photos, mate.
Yeah.
Fingers in the way. So only a small one, but welcome at this time anyway. Mike's just cooking up some tea. I'm just having a bit of a scrub, bit of a wash, get all the sun cream off, and yeah, hoping for a couple more maybe during the night. There's definitely fish about now, and like last night, but they're still not feeding heavily. It's waiting a long time for a bite. Mike's just done a really good cast into that corner of the right, so I reckon he's going to have one on that rod at some point. But yeah, that fish came off, my first off the pads, which I've had a rod on for nearly 2 days, well, day and a half anyway. And yeah, only a small one, but finally got one from there. But you never know, sometimes they come in 2s or 3s from there, so we'll see. So, our second night, nightfall's nearly upon us. Mick's just pulled up his chair for a last gas chat. It's about 10:30 at night. We've seen enough fish this evening in our area to hope that we get a chance tonight of a bite, unlike last night, so fingers crossed. But the 3 other lads on the lake have all had one today, so a few fish have come out. Mike's not had a sniff since yesterday evening, is that right, Mike?
A couple of little bleeps.
Yeah, a couple of little bleeps. And I've had the 3 fish today. But yeah, it's fished really slow. But still time left yet. We've looked at the weather for tomorrow. It's raining heavily from about 11 onwards all day and night tomorrow. So we're going to pack up our stuff first thing in the morning and then sit out for a bit until it gets stupid. And then call it a day, because we've all got long drives home. So yeah, the bats are out. And the toads are out. They've been flying around us and jumping around us respectively, but yeah, let's see what happens tonight.
So it's very early in the morning, not sure what time. Alex's left hand rod, the one that's in the close margin, is absolutely screamed off. There you go, that one's weighed in at 23.4, but we've got to minus the net in a minute. So, but that's a lovely fish.
Bit of a zoom in?
Yeah.
What a cracker to wake you up.
So, the time is about 9:30 on the Tuesday morning. And as you can see, we're slowly packing up. We've stuck the day brolly up so we can get everything else packed away. And Alex's left hand rod, hey? Alex's left hand rod on the lily pads there, just on the point of them, ripped off within 2 minutes. There we go.
So, probably one of the smallest in the lake, but I'll take that as the equaliser.
5-all.
5-all, 5-0 down, come back, still time for a winner either side. You just pour some more on it, mate.
Yep.
Get rid of all the crap out of there. Let's see a point on that. Thank you. There you go, stunning little mirror. There'll be a nice fish in the years to come. So 48 hours comes to an end. Couldn't have been different 2 halves to the session. Mike had 5 fish after what?
2 hours?
well, no, probably more than that, 4 or 5 hours. It was the first evening, and then didn't have a touch or a run after that for the rest of the session. I didn't have a fish for 24 hours, and then I managed to scrape 5 together.
Yeah,
Straw level. So yeah, quite a weird session over the 2 days. A few fish have come out down the bottom to a few of the anglers, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. But
it's been a fantastic 48 hours on here, and like I say, the first day I was elated to get my PB at 23.4.
oh yeah,
was it?
not forgetting the PB.
Yeah, a nice mirror, plus a few mid doubles that came out after that, up in the top hand corner, and a couple off the far bank. Alex, you were getting a little bit touchy because you weren't getting a sniff, were you? But then the next 24 hours, it completely reversed the roles, and I'm sat there watching Alex get run after run, 5 runs, but you've had to work hard for every fish.
Oh yeah, I've had no fish off my favourite spot, believe it or not. I think the fish are just spread out all over the lake now. There's a lot of features and weed beds compared to when we first started 2 years ago. So that's just fishing for you. But yeah, you always expect fish off here, so I get a little frustrated when it doesn't happen. But we managed to get 5 out each, and I think that's a fair result.
I think that's a really good result
we've sat here all morning trying to get a 6th to see if we can win it, and not a sniff. So I think even the fish are saying 5 enough will do. So no, it's been good.
I'm happy with the session. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been really relaxing. The weather's been fantastic. It's always great to come down on the bank with Alex and spend a bit of time reminiscing. And
yeah, it's going to be a few months now before the next one. I think we've got bank holiday here. Probably Adam and I, not Mike, but yeah, we're going to continue. We've got Crow Green coming up next week for a couple of days in Essex. That's Cats and Carp, so we're going to film that as well. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
We give it £34.